Sorry, I'm joking. Keep.
Oh shit! You're actually. Oh, you're gonna live stream it. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta live stream it. All right. So yeah, I think that's a good metric to take a look at. But the reason I'm I'm like kind of taking the time to stop you from going down that rabbit hole is because one,
Yeah.
there are other things that you need to focus on that are more
Yeah.
important, in my opinion. And then two, it's an output metric versus an input metric, right? Like you're
Okay.
looking at something like if you have bad fruit, you don't look at the fruit and like, why is this fruit bad? Right? You look at the
Mm.
tree. Like what is going on with the tree? Right? Is the
Yeah.
branch bad? Are we not feeding the tree enough water? Is it getting enough sunlight? That sort of a thing. And then the
Yeah.
third thing is I can sense that like doubt, right? And like insecurity about that thing. Because if this has happened for a while, right?
Yeah. I
Then it's
remember
probably
like
a
it's
deep-seated
my
issue.
first Pro League split. I had like I think top 4 or something was damage diff. I remember I saw that the first time,
Yeah.
and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And then uh yeah, I just checked the stats again, and I had like top 3 again. So I was like, "What the fuck?" Well, that's after
Yeah.
2 years of playing.
Yeah. Okay. Let's take a look. Did you stream it? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's been kind of a
What, yesterday?
whirlwind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Let's take a look. Young Hong Kong. Young Hong. Okay. So what else has stuck out to you? Anything else you wanted to talk about or bring up?
Mm, not really that much. I mean, we like individually we had some games that we just like trolled, I think.
Oh yeah. I mean everybody trolled at some point, at least twice. Yeah.
Yeah, like hard troll, like cost the game type troll.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna screen
Um,
share. I'm gonna exit out of being beast for a second. I
yeah.
realized I wasn't screen sharing. Sharing my screen. Okay. So this is game one. Take a look at this. There is a play style, or I guess something that we need to add to your playbook, right? Because one of your
Mm,
biggest issues that you did was when you brought on Crumbs on the team, you try to have him teach you like an entire new play style, edge. And
mm,
the thing is, though, you instead of like switching all the way from zone to edge, right? Like, I think this is the
yeah.
wrong way to look at it. Is like, what is edge? Ask yourself that first at its core. Like, what is it? Try to find like a good explanation for that, right?
Yeah.
And then break that down. Right, great. What part of edge can we take into the our zone playstyle, right? And
Yeah.
then we can like take that little by little, right? But instead, you're
Yeah.
like, nope, we're just gonna do,
This.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then that fucked you for like most of the split, right? But now you guys switched back, which is good. Now is the part where we went back to your foundation, right? And we're trying to
Mm,
build up your foundation. Now we're also going to work on your weaknesses, right? So we're
yeah.
going to solidify your strengths, which is getting a spot, right? Like you scout for a spot, you stabilize your spot, then you shoot your gun, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So like your zone calls. So we're capitalizing off of that, which is good. What we do need to do now is start to learn and ask ourselves, how do we um let me ask you, how would you improve from this point on? Because I have a pretty good idea, but I want to see what you're thinking of.
Like how I want to improve.
Yeah, as a team. Like, what do you think you need to improve on? Like, what direction do you want to take the team? Let's say you guys are playing like another split together, right?
Um, that's a hard question for me. I don't know, like what to improve on. I mean, individually, I feel like we could step up, like especially me, and like also just like team fighting. Obviously,
Yeah, we can
I
address
feel like
that
if like
individually.
I don't know if TDMs are good to teach team fighting. Um,
So you want to teach team fighting? Okay.
like learn team fighting and also have like better macro plans, or like I feel like our macro to get to spot one is good
Hmm.
in green zone, but once we have to move from that first spot we get in zone to
Yeah,
another, that's like
your
the
plan
hard
falls
part, I
apart.
feel like.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
yeah,
I mean that's usually is the hard part. It's not very hard. I mean, for some teams like macro is fucking impossible for some teams, right?
yeah.
Um to get into green zone sometimes. I mean, I've struggled with that too sometimes when we play like really bad, but I feel like now that's not really the problem that many times.
Hmm.
It's just like the coordination to go from
Spot to spot.
yeah, from zone 3 to 4, for example, right? Like
Yeah,
this here.
yeah. There's a couple of things that go into that. A lot of it is
Yeah.
like there are a couple of things. One is the macro work. And when I think of macro, I think of work that's done outside of the game before the game even starts, right?
Yeah. Okay.
That's my definition of macro. Like all your preparation and understanding
Yeah.
of the map, like how people rotate, how quickly, that sort of a thing. Then inside of the game is especially like obviously getting to the first spot's like pretty straightforward, you know.
Yeah.
And then what do you do after that? Like how do you consistently get a good spot? My question is, what is the purpose of that spot? Right?
Of rock
I know
spot?
it's a weird I know it's a weird question, right? Because you get to spot A really easily. My
Mm.
question is, what's the point of spot B and C? What are you trying to accomplish with these? When you get a spot, what are you trying to accomplish?
I mean, we're trying to get into zone, right? Like scout into zone.
Yeah.
Um,
Why?
so that was like
How does that benefit you?
to
This isn't a trick
not
question.
die to the ring.
Yeah. Okay. So, the way you are playing right now, right, is to
Yeah.
minimize loss and to minimize error,
Yeah.
if that makes any sense. Which is actually a great way to start. Like I don't think there's a bad way to start in terms of like approach. Execution is the thing that
Mm.
matters more, right? You could either start on edge, start zone. Like you could either death ball people, or you could, go on the opposite end, which is what you do, which is you minimize your ability to lose, right? Which is really good. However, the reason why I'm asking, like, what is your reasoning for getting a spot? This is almost all hopium, if that makes any sense, right?
Yeah, it is. It is
Yeah, if we go to A,
like
then we go to B. If we like you, what you're really saying is, if we get a spot, right,
the
we will somehow maybe get kills, and we will
yeah,
somehow maybe get good placement, right?
yeah.
Remember one of the
I
first
think
conversations I ever had with you about
mm,
what is the purpose of the game? Let's say you have six games. One, two, three, four,
yeah,
five,
maximize
six.
points, right?
Yes, the whole
Yeah,
point is to maximize your points,
yeah.
right? So,
I think the
yeah,
can I say something? I think like the main problem, especially with this game as well,
yeah,
is that we kind of just like pray and walk in instead of trying
yes,
to bend the way for us, favorable to us, you know? Because if
yes,
we actually like outputted damage on the team on the right and like actually calculated where the team was gonna go and how that would benefit us, like shooting the right or whatever, right? But in
yeah,
this scenario, we literally sit AFK and just try and run into a spot and then just slam a wall, right?
yeah.
Whereas if we just actually take the time and bend the teams and force the teams away, or at least just shoot them, then like it's in our favor and we act, right? And that's a part of edge
Yeah,
playstyle, I guess.
that's great. You're already ahead of me. I really like this a lot. I can tell this
Yeah.
is like something that's already been on your mind.
Yeah, no,
So,
we've talked about this a lot. I don't know why we didn't do it this game, to be honest.
well, because you were
But
focused
yeah,
on being consistent. This is your first
yeah,
day where you went back to your old playstyle, right?
yeah. And first game, first day, first
Yeah, and this is your
first
first
thing.
day where things were starting to click for you again, right? For a while it stalled, and you guys got
Uh,
worse. And
uh,
then things started to click for you. Like everything that we talked about, you know,
yeah,
like you were like, "Oh, I had this conversation with Crumbs, like I got it." Like, "Yes, that's great. I love that." Okay, cool. So you did a lot of work behind the scenes. So what
mm,
we're going to do is we're going to borrow and we're going to steal some of the tricks and plays from Edge and add them to your zone playstyle. Okay.
yeah,
So what you have been doing so far is this. You have been getting a spot, you get spot A, and you hope to get spot B. And then you hope this is a hopium playstyle, and you hope that you get points and position. Right? Now, um, when you do this, your influence over the map is this, right?
yeah,
This is what you've been doing so far. And it's very reactive. Everybody else controls what you're doing, right?
mm,
What we're going to do now is we are going to learn how to expand our space and our influence and fuck
yeah,
with people around us. Not only this will do two things. One, it will give us more control. It'll actually do three things. It'll give us more control over the map. It will give us more options, right? Because one of the biggest issues I saw in your game was you did things and you felt like that was the only thing you could do, right?
yeah,
And then you guys are bickering about, not bickering, but you're like, man, I should have done this one small thing that would have changed everything. But if you,
yeah,
rewound that back like 1 minute earlier, right? There's an earlier decision that you could have made that would have given you a better option, right?
yeah,
So we're going to learn how to expand our space. It'll give us more control. It'll give us more options, and then finally, it will give us more kills. Okay, so this is what we're looking for, not this.
yeah.
So,
Okay.
and information, basically, right? It just scouts more. All we're going to do here is we're just going to scout more. That's it.
Yeah,
Scout,
more
stabilize, shoot.
scouting.
So, yeah. So if I can get it down to one thing, is you scout, you stabilize. As soon as you stabilize, then you can shoot your gun. What actually is going to happen as soon as you get to here, you're going to go back into scouting, right? Imagine if you walked up here and you started like fucking with these guys, right?
Yeah,
And I want you to start limit testing your surrounding. And this is you. You guys are just going to spread out a little bit more. And then you're going to look for more options. Okay.
yeah.
Now, the reason I brought up options and control, what reason, like, what is the importance of those two words in your macro?
In my macro options and control.
Yeah. Let's say you get from
Uh,
this spot to your next spot. Does your next spot give
yeah.
you a lot of options for rotation?
I mean, later not.
No. Now, if this spot, you guys have been here for a while now, right? You guys have been here
Yeah,
for over a minute. My question is, you know that the ring's about to close, right?
yeah,
Does this spot, and you know that getting here, that the ring is probably not going to end here, right?
yeah,
There's a very good chance it's not going to end there. My question
yeah.
is, when you rotated here,
Mm.
did the idea cross your mind that you would have a lot of options here for your next rotation?
No.
Okay. This
I
is
mean,
something. Yeah, go ahead.
my thought was we don't have a lot of options,
Mm-hmm.
but like looking at it, like we have. all of the POI to wrap around. Like
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
have we have the most amount of options, right? For
Yes.
walking uphill.
Yeah. Even watching this right now, you're starting to
Mm,
see that you have other things that you can play. We could have wrapped left over here. We could have wrapped east,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah. The
Now,
main building was also free the entire time.
exactly. Right?
We just like didn't look.
Yeah, you didn't scout, right?
uh,
Yeah. What is game sense, man? What is game sense determined by?
uh,
It's an important question, but it's not a trick question.
I mean, just awareness. I think like
Okay. So
on the
awareness
map,
in
right?
game sense, right, is not calculations. This is what you're still doing. A lot of IGLs, including my old IGL, would still make this like you would try to do this big brain shit, right?
Yeah.
Game sense and awareness, it just comes down to where you are on the map
Yeah.
and what you're looking at.
And just look on the screen. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, right? So if you're here, this is the information you have about that house. And if you're
Yeah.
here, right, this is your information over here. And your
Yeah.
information is this far when it comes to this part of the map, right? But if you move, your information triples. You see what happens, right?
Mm,
You
yeah.
need to scout more.
Yeah. I mean, we did. I think we talked about the building being open for like a minute,
Yeah,
but we
scout
didn't
it.
act on it.
Yeah, that's your job. Or if you're not
uh,
the scouting character, send your scout to get that information, either crypto, or let's say like
yeah.
Crumbs' bang or whatever, you know? Send somebody to scout. Look, a big reason why you don't have options is because you don't have information. And the reason why you don't have
Yeah.
information is because you stay here inside of your house. You know what you are?
Yeah.
You remind me of my best friend before she got married and met her husband, not in that order. And she was just like, I can't find a good man. I'm like, are you going out and doing stuff? And
Yeah.
she's like, no. I'm like, bro, go touch grass.
Yeah.
Go outside. And you're like, I can't find a good spot, Belv. Like, well, leave your spot.
Yeah.
Look for other shit. Now,
Exactly. Yeah.
this is something I want you to pay attention to when you watch Phony, when you watch Zero, and when you watch Hawkus, right? When you watch
Yeah.
those three, you will notice this is their spot, and then they'll just leave and look for their next spot. They're constantly upgrading, right?
Yeah.
And they're not just looking for spot again, they're looking for information. So we're talking about options right now, right? Next, we're going to talk about control. This is really important. So let's say you went towards the house, right? And let's say
Mm,
you know that there's a team right there, right on the
mm,
map. If you clear these guys, right, and they're the only people at this building, what happens to this part of the map? I want you to think about we have the words option, control, and information. Okay?
I mean, yeah. We have more info. We have more space.
Yeah.
More control. Right.
What happens to the yeah, exactly. Right? So if you
Yeah.
kill these guys, or even if you don't kill them, let's say you destabilize them.
Yeah.
You knock one and you full kill another, the other one runs away. What happens to this side of the map for you?
It opens up.
Exactly. Right?
Mm,
Yeah. So listen, the way you're playing isn't bad in terms of macro, right? Like there are a couple of things we can address some other time, but the thing I want you to start thinking of is you have step one, and I think you said this earlier. You have step one, but we need to start thinking about step two. That comes from
yeah.
scouting more aggressively, but also when you're scouting, here's a little caveat. When you're scouting, you have to be so insanely good at playing your life right? Your first response can't be to ADS if somebody shoots at you. It needs to be to
Yeah.
holster your gun and run the fuck away, right?
Yeah.
It needs to be to teleport back immediately, right? It's not to not chow somebody. So you need to build, like, the only way you can do this is by knowing how to play your life really well.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit riskier, but it'll yield you way more results. So that's what I want you to practice in scrims this week is you individually. I just want you to scout more. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think I did like a decent job. The games we did
On
decent
Broken Moon, you
in
did.
terms of
Yeah.
scouting. I think on Broken Moon I did it quite well.
Yes.
Um, but again, I felt like it was just like so passive still, even
Yes.
though I scouted. Like,
And it's very panicked, right? Like you weren't
yeah,
doing it on purpose. You were doing it because somebody was pressuring you to do it, right? And
yeah, like another
it was
team, right?
reactive. Yeah, it was reactive
Yeah,
scouting.
yeah, yeah. It was very
Really?
reactive. Yeah,
Yeah. The solution to that is just simply to scout earlier. As soon as you stabilize, you should start like expanding your position and your
yeah,
influence on the map.
yeah,
So we'll take a look at a couple of examples here. And then I am gonna talk to your team at some point about clearing. Your session's like already paid for and stuff, but
yeah.
Simsy like paid extra. So I'll
Oh,
give
we
you
paid extra.
guys yeah, I'll give you guys an extra session
Oh
or
shit.
two. And I still have to do one with Black Road. That
Yeah.
motherfucker never got back to me. So
Oh, really? He said he was waiting for you
oh
or
really?
something.
Oh, okay, honestly that might be true.
Okay. He said, okay.
I'm blaming him, but like genuinely that might be. I've been kind
uh,
of a ditz the past couple of days. Yeah. I like finally corrected my sleep schedule so I can like go on dates again. And so
oh,
it's Apex has not been my
nice.
main focus. Okay.
Yeah,
Here's the issue. Um okay, considering everything that we've talked about now, right? We've talked about
yeah.
scouting, we've talked about options, control, and information. What would you do differently? Now remember, we're stabilizing at this spot, right? We're playing very defensively. What would you do differently?
Like differently. What do you mean exactly? Like now?
Playing this game out, yeah. Like knowing what we talked about.
Oh, like scout more. I think that's what we did. I mean, I feel like this game is like kind of cooked because Crumbs just randomly got Krabered and then
Yeah.
we all died basically
He
right
plays
after
on
that. So
roof,
I don't
right?
really. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he's standing on the
This is
roof
why we
there.
don't play on roof. Watch this.
Yeah,
You see this sight line, right?
yeah, yeah,
This is not height. Everybody,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
not
It's a
height.
straight line.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I think like maybe all the principles you just taught me doesn't can't really get it displayed this game.
Oh, if the principles that you're talking about today, right?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, today.
or
I was
like
gonna say,
what you just talked about to me
oh yeah, yeah.
about
Maybe.
controlling space and stuff. I mean, maybe as a duo we can run over it, but
Yeah. This is the part that I'm thinking about.
yeah, this yeah,
Yeah. How would you guys play this differently? Remember, you're in the center zone, right? This is very reactive. Again, the way you guys are playing is all hopium. How would you play this differently?
uh,
The reason I'm bringing this up is because we're on step one right now. Okay.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I want to get you more familiar with scouting and expanding your space, giving yourself more options and control of the map, because I don't want to jump to step two. Step two, I need to talk about it with your team because everybody needs to be on board for this. But this is the thing that you can do within your control, right? That will change everything. Also, we're going to address your comms because your comms were correct like 50% of the time, right? You
mm,
had good comms, but you just didn't do it every time.
yeah. Okay,
Your comms are so much better though today, like in these games than they ever were. So what's going on
okay.
here, right? Do you guys have a lot of
I mean,
control
right now
over the
we
map?
were. I mean, I feel like we trolled a little bit because the team on we trolled a lot overall, but the team from Cascade literally slid down to fight the team in front of us, which would be
Yeah.
perfect for us. But instead, we shot them away, and then we made them disengage, and then they ate us instead. Like, it was really stupid.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
that's like,
This is I want you to keep in mind this position and this exact situation. Not what happened before, not with Black Road going down, but this exact
yeah,
same situation, because we're gonna get to step 2 in a second. Okay. So here's the deal. Here, I'll talk about it a little bit right now, but with your team, we're definitely going to talk about it in the future. Is we're going to
okay,
talk about clearing space, right? And hurting people, right? Guiding them, basically. Actually, someone who's
yeah,
really good at this was Designful, when he was kind of
okay,
at his peak. He would purposely kind of like push people away, right? Now,
yeah,
what you could do in this situation, I know this sounds weird, is literally go all the way around and start pushing these people away,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
And pressuring them. They
yeah,
either have to turn back and like fuck up the game to fuck with you, right? But if you're here, you're in a weird stalemate, and then you're not in a power position, right? You're the weakest link here. So it's very
yeah,
obvious to fuck with you, especially if they see that you're doing a lot of activity. That, like, if they see any kind of weakness, one of you going down, you know what I mean? You guys are getting shot at from over here, right? These guys are going to attack you. But if you, even as a duo, you rearrange your position, right? And you start fucking with them, they have to move this way, right? We'll talk about
yeah.
this again in the future. And this would have been also better if you scouted over here. You see what I mean?
Okay,
You're staying right here. This is all the information you have, right? These
yeah,
guys have high ground, which means they have 4 times the amount of information compared to you, right? Because what they see is all of this. They see all of this. What you see is this. That's it. That's all you see. But they
mm,
see all of this. So
yeah,
the quality of their decisions is significantly better because they have better, just more information, right? But if you had tripled your information from this is all the information you have, and then you went over here, I know like you're panicking a lot, right? But if you calm down and you just kind of go through the steps again, you can find
yeah.
yourself like maybe saving the game a little.
Okay,
And then you can always just go back here if you need to because you have a port, right?
yeah,
So the reason I want to like go over this right now is because I don't want to see you as a duo and freaking out again. Does that make sense? Like this is
yeah,
hoping. This is going from spot to spot and hoping that you get to control the map. Hoping that
yeah,
people don't look at you. Right? There's fight, flight, or freeze. You guys are a freeze response.
yeah.
You're just hoping that we just stand right here. Okay. So we'll go to another spot. You'll see what I mean. You guys were so close to winning this. But
Yeah.
you okay? Actually, now can we get into comms? Is that okay? I'm
Yeah.
really proud of you guys with how well you play this. There obviously like a couple of things that we need to fix, maybe some other time.
Mm.
But I do want to point out your comms, like everyone's ability to control each other here was so good. It was so much better than before. It was a huge step forward. Can it be better? Of course, but everybody's like telling each other what to do.
I'll watch that with you, Crumbs.
And
Yeah, yeah.
and also you're telling each other to use your abilities. Like, no, you need to put a fence here. And I was like watching Blackroad's POV, and I was like, I was so happy.
Yeah. Okay. Yep, care back on
Fight on my
us.
side.
You guys
Care
sound
back,
like
yeah.
assholes, but
like
it's like
literally
great.
outside my door. You can come to
Yeah,
me.
you can definitely queue that, and we grab that. Yeah.
Really easy to get from me. You guys switch spot maybe? I go
Yeah,
top in
I'm gonna
the
look.
bottom.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going
We
top
need to
in.
look at it
Crumbs,
together,
you go-
Crumbs. You need to kill me, and I'll
go,
run for it.
Wait, are you guys in regional finals now, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Which door do we go from this door?
Yeah.
I can
We
queue out.
changed
I think I
up
just queue out.
We're 17th overall.
Yeah, okay. Well,
I
it's,
think I
Yeah.
queue out.
when is regional finals? Is that next weekend?
Yeah, on Sunday.
Okay.
Saturday. Sorry, Saturday.
Yeah, all right.
I don't know what time though. I don't know if it's 12 or 4 p.m.
Yeah, I can't remember, but I think you'll have to. I'm trying to think of like what we can work on, and I do remember who's in your lobby as well. Yeah. I think I have a good idea.
Or it's actually
of,
4 p.m. What the fuck?
Yeah, I think I have a good idea of how we can, like, what we can work on this week for you guys.
Out from bottom here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, give me armor, player.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean we have 3 times
Guys, we have to-
scrim this week.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
scouting
it's fine. Spend most of that time VOD reviewing. Like, scrim
Yeah.
all 3 times, but then
outside. I have to scout outside. I have
Yeah,
to
what
scout
review
outside
the
what we're
rest,
playing
yeah.
for.
They just took portal.
and VOD review critically. Remember, you're VOD reviewing the wrong way. Don't just watch and then
Yeah.
explain, like predict, and then watch.
They just took portal on my thing.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. The solar race is outside.
Okay, so quick little thing. You're doing this thing again. Remember, I messaged you about it. You micro com, right?
Yeah.
Like you start with this, and then you tell them what we're doing. You macro,
Yeah.
right? You need to start with a macro every single time. Every
Okay, so
single
when
time.
you say macro, is that like
What are we doing? That's it,
yeah?
right? It's like
Okay.
we're just gonna look at this team. We're clearing south. That's
Solar
it.
race. Yeah, it's right on.
100. Coming.
Chill,
Yeah.
chill. He faced.
Cute,
Alright,
cute.
Yeah, that was good. Let me hit this.
We have to play for the bins out here, okay?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, okay. There's a full team behind us. There's a full team behind
Yeah.
us right here.
Do you have wall?
Okay.
Yeah, we're full safe on the bins.
Good. You did. Okay, great. You talked about what we're doing. Then you did
Mhm.
position, and then utility, and that was really good. Really, really good. You don't do this every time. Now, if you
Yeah.
go back and listen, you will notice, and you'll start to cringe.
I think.
You know.
Yeah, you have to slam a wall out here. I'm gonna queue through,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, you ready?
This is good.
I dropped an armor out there. I'm gonna
Yeah.
drop
Good
my
prep.
armor up.
You suck
Come
at
together,
looting. It's
Come
insane.
together. We have to go like
Yeah.
kind of soon. We can even take the ult.
I mean, bro.
Come to
Okay.
my door, bro.
Okay, yeah.
Don't worry about
That's
it.
it.
I remember
It's-
when I started watching competitive
Slam
as
out a
well,
wall
and I
here.
watched
Slam out
Hal
the-
loot. I was like, why didn't he grab the slide ammo this one time when he looted the box? But it's like
focus.
now I understand. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll get there, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm just like throwing jabs at you.
Wall here.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
There's a team out here. We need to wipe them.
Great. Fine. Okay. You're still doing an informative comm of we need, right? That's informative. I need you to switch this into a command. We like not
That's what
we
we have
need to
to.
wipe this like or like we are wiping this. Right?
Okay.
Like wipe
I
I
left.
did it. I did it
Like
right.
wipe left, wipe
Slam
left.
on you. Look at the race.
Stabilize. That's
Look,
good.
look back. Look back.
That's us. Look behind.
Patient.
Placing gen now.
Brother, on the right.
I can't.
This is
just
fine.
chill.
Great,
Yeah.
great, chill.
Chill.
Bubble to chill. Bubble to chill.
I love how like as soon as see what I mean? Like as soon as you
Do
give a
back here.
command,
I don't-
like chill, other people like Black Road, right? Like the rest of your team will immediately start reminding each other of the thing. This is why
Yeah.
it's so important to use that framing to like begin with like the command more than anything.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it just changes your teammate's behavior and it changes their comms.
I don't have.
Right on right.
We need to
Ready?
keep behind it. We need to keep behind
Safe
it.
for me.
Okay.
Kill this right.
Piggy.
It's the only right. Chill. We enemy. Chill.
Careful.
That's me. Top four.
We need to shoot.
How long on queue? Nice. Okay, we have to go under them.
Save on me.
Yeah.
They're
breathe.
knocked one, they're knocked one.
Yeah, you have to
Fucking
rest.
voice crack.
Let me rest.
Yeah.
Let me rest.
I have a good spot up
No
here.
queue,
Yeah, we can walk up under.
It's
I'm under. I'm playing under.
See, like if you say like we can walk up under, right? Like
Yeah.
it leaves things open to chance, right? Remember, you want to like limit any chance of anybody going rogue or
Yeah.
people not following you. Like play under. That's it. It's less words too versus
I know.
saying we can.
There's
Yeah.
one
Okay,
thing
yeah.
though I want to
Mhm.
say to that. It's like when I say walk up under, right?
Yeah.
That means I walk up under now,
Mm-hmm.
right? But for example, Crumbs cannot do that in this scenario,
Yeah.
right? So that would mean that he would feel the pressure to walk now if I say to walk now, and therefore he would say, "I can't, right?
Ah, that
And
makes
that's
sense.
and that's why I don't say that in that way,
Mm.
because I know he cannot walk up. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So
because it
instead
gives you
of
enough
forcing
chance.
him to go right now, I'm just saying you can go now. Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
I would calm that differently, but yeah, I'll take that as that's pretty acceptable. I'll take that,
I'm batting.
especially if it works.
I shoot on him inside. If you can, follow me. Heal and follow me.
Okay,
Yeah, no.
you're doing this thing. Okay, see, like you just did it before, right? You gave me a good
Yeah.
reason for your timing, and then you were like, heal, then follow me.
Yeah.
But then you're going off and doing this solo shit, right?
Yeah, I meant like heal, like finish
I
your
know,
bat
I know.
and then follow me. But I
Yeah, but then you're doing a solo shit, and then if you get damage here, you get staggered, and then you can't do a solo. Then you can't do a team play. The whole point of that calm is so you can climb as a team. But since you're ahead of your team, you just gotta wait. And you could have done the same thing with Crumbs. You didn't have to play under, right? You could have just chilled and waited with Crumbs and then rotated together. Do you see what I mean? Like the way you did it when you rotated underneath, I will accept that, right? There are situations where that's definitely, fine and maybe even better, than waiting for your team. And that was a good situation. But right now, you should have just waited for your team. Right? Yeah. There's like no downs yet.
Yeah, they're chilling on high. Play under.
See, you got staggered. Look at that. You got staggered. And now you guys can't do a team play. Right?
Dropping.
Like the stagger is the thing that fucks you.
Heal.
I don't know how many times I watched you guys get staggered, especially on Broken Moon. If you had just taken a second to do a coordinated team play, right?
Yeah.
Versus, like, I get that you're scouting, but you're also like doing a full chow when you don't need to.
Here we go. Roof together. Climb roof together.
Climb.
There we go. Nice.
Yeah, I'm climbing. Watch some shit on. Drop. I have to jump. Chill.
Good comms.
Kill.
You
I have to bat.
You guys need to calm if the death boxes are
Yeah, that's
empty.
swap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. HongKong's one.
You have to do that.
Play on my side, maybe. Play on my side, please.
Yeah.
I'm still
Great.
gonna look for UAs, bro.
Do you hear Black Road? He's become so much more like assertive in his comms. And
Yeah.
A big part of that is because of you, because you're talking more,
Okay.
like in the right way. Because you're creating this like little umbrella for him to like dance under, right? That's a terrible analogy, but you know what I mean.
Wait, solo here. Good analogy,
Look at
but
Wraith.
crazy,
He
bro.
went back to second floor. He went second floor.
Oh my god.
Wait,
Bro,
go
what the
inside,
fuck
go
is it?
inside,
Yeah,
go
I'm
inside.
going.
Yeah. Let's go together.
Swing with
He
it.
died.
Top two.
Last thing.
You have to slam.
I can't believe you tried to mantle this.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't
You're
do. I
fucking-
didn't queue.
This is
I'm
the
fucking
part where this is the part where I messaged you to slow the fuck down, right, between games.
Yeah.
Like you just need to slow. Like this is you doing all this individual shit. Like when things fall apart, you like go back to your individual play. You're the IGL. Stop, slow down, and just think of team plays. That's it.
I'm out. You have. Yeah,
You could have
climbing.
thrown this. Oh my god, dude.
Chill.
Absolutely brain dead.
Did we climb outside? No, we have. Yeah, I'm going with.
You see, we're doing the can we climb outside, and then Crumbs like interprets that as like we do something now, right? But again, if you had stayed inside here, and you took 5 seconds, literally, to give yourself breathing room to think of doing a team play, you guys could have won this game easily.
Climbing.
Yeah. You see what I mean? Like, how would you play this now? Calm it. Let's say we're in the game. Calm the situation.
I mean, so there was 2 teams on Crumb's door, or 2 guys on Crumb's door, and then
Don't explain
one
it to
guy
me.
above. Right?
I want you to
Yeah,
roleplay.
I'm just giving. I'm just providing context. So what I would do here is
Don't explain it to me. Calm the game as if we're in the game.
Q up top.
Nope.
Take my altar Q.
Nope.
Or chill.
Micro. You started with micro. What are we going to start with from now on?
Yeah.
Macro.
Macro.
What
So
are we doing?
we're gonna chill in this room for now and
Okay.
see what they're doing, I guess.
Okay. How would you win this
Yeah.
game? What would you say in the game to help you win this game? Think about that.
I don't
Practice
play
that right
together.
now. Great calm, but what are we doing? That's a micro thing. Again, what are we doing as a team? This is hard, isn't it? Right? This is
I
why
don't know.
want
Like
you to,
you play
this is why I
together,
want you
play
to
inside.
practice.
But that's micro, right? You say.
Yeah. How would you? I'll give you an example. Stay inside, and we're going to swing out because they have to drop. Right? I don't know if that's a good play, right? Or we can like everyone go to the bottom. Like they have to drop on us, right? They're not going to expect us to go out from the bottom. Like go outside, control the bottom. Do you have ults, Black Road? Put up your ults on the bottom, and then when they drop, they have to drop. Put up your fences, okay? Control the bottom space. They have to drop. We control this. We control the nut. We win the game. Got that?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Do not climb.
Yeah.
That's an example.
Okay.
Right? What else can you calm in this issue? Let's say we don't play from the bottom. Let's say we play from the inside. How would you calm that?
Set up inside and hold, and then we can
Okay.
Q out late.
That's a micro. That's good. But what are you telling your team? It's like
To chill inside.
yeah, it's like we're just gonna chill inside and then we're gonna move out. Okay?
Yeah.
I know it's such a small difference, right? Like the difference between like it's a fine line between micro and macro, especially in endgame, right? Because like everything becomes micro. Okay, so let's say you wanted to play on the outside for some fucking insane reason, right? Let's say like there's a rock or bins over here. How would you calm that?
That what? Sorry.
Let's say that there are rocks or bins right here, and you want to control that space. How would you
You
calm that?
slam it late.
Okay.
With so I would say we have to
Macro.
play for the bins outside later.
Yeah. Okay. Not we have to, we are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to play for the bins outside later. Right. Good.
Yeah.
So this is how I want you to VOD review, right? I want you, like, as the IGL, this is what I want you to practice VOD reviewing, is role playing those comms. Because like in situations like this would have changed your game significantly. Instead, listen to the comms now.
No.
I got stuck on something.
Okay, I'm scouting outside. I have to scout outside. What we're playing for.
They just took portal. On my thing.
Oh shit. The solo race is outside. Chill. Solo here.
I fucking hate 6-hour VODs because like
That's bad.
skipping around is like impossible.
You have to slam out. Don't use arrow keys. Yeah, climb. No.
You hear that? You said we have to slam out.
Bro, what the fuck is it? Yeah, I'm going with it.
Yeah, let's go together.
Swing with
He died,
it. Top two.
Last thing.
You have to slam out. You have.
You hear that? Like you have a plan starting, and then you go like turbo retard mode and start looking. You know?
Yeah, climb. No. Chill.
That's your role. Your role is to take a mental step back in these situations. Is like, what's actually happening? What information do I need? How can we win this game? Start asking those questions. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's all I want to go over for you in this session. Like there are other things we need to do, but we do need to address with your team how you guys control space, how you clear space, and how you expand your space. Okay? We're not going to revolutionize your play style or anything like that, but we're just going to give you more options, control, and information. Got it?
Yeah.
Great. So when you VOD review, I want you to start thinking about it, like really thinking critically, right? So like I posted it on Twitter. Take a look at that. Like watch without sound for most of it. Try to predict and just
Yeah.
keep going back and forth. And then try to predict it with your comms. Listen to the comms. How can you improve it? How can they improve it? Got it?
Yeah.
Remember, macro first. What are we doing? And then micro. You're doing it in the wrong order because it leads people to go rogue and do their own shit. Right? But otherwise, your
Did we
comms
climb
is so
up?
much better, dude. Your Broken Moon games, like, I don't have a lot of time. I need to get going. But
Yeah.
your Broken Moon games were so much better than before. Very proud of you,
Yeah.
man. I'm so insanely proud of you. Like, I did not think that you would be able to not get it down this quickly. And that's not
Yeah.
just because of you, like you as an individual, but like anybody, really,
Okay.
yeah, things were really, really clicking for you. I could tell that you were thinking about shit deeply even when we weren't in our sessions. Because you would message
Yeah.
me, you're like, what do you think about this? I talked about crumbs with this, and that made me really excited. So,
Okay.
yeah. Do you have
Yeah.
any other
Thank you.
questions? Anything else you want to go over?
No, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Me.
Have Blackroad send me a couple times with the session timestamp, and then we'll go
Yeah.
for that. Sound cool?
All right. Yeah.
And then send me a couple of times too that your team can meet today or tomorrow or whatever, and we can go from there.
Yeah.
Great, man.
Sure. All right.
Again,
cool.
so proud of you. So proud of you. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you, Bob. See you. Bye.
Oh, there are people in the chat. My bad. Pandas, hi. Queen Moxie, hi. Designful, yeah. Dude, why are your emotes so cool? What the fuck? What do you get these emotes? Sinuki. Okay, I guess I'm going to Sinuki. What? Sinuki. I want these emotes so bad. Horror game, self-made artist, animator. Oh, it's a 2D rigger. No way. You don't see a lot of those. They have a stream schedule and everything. Horror games. Sinuki. I've never heard of this person before, but this is amazing. It's like a old PS2 style. Wow. I actually kind of want to make something like that. Maybe if I spend a month making my own avatar. Wow. Thank you, Queen Moxie. Holy shit. So cool. What the fuck? Sinuki. Am I saying that right? Or is it Snooky? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna follow this person. Their art is so sick. What the fuck? How have I never heard of this person before? Also, I'm not on Twitch that much. Yeah. Okay, so if you're just joining the stream or anything like that, I went over some stuff with YungHongKong. We got them out of bottom 10 finally. So they made it into regional finals. So we've got a couple of days. We've got 5 days until regional finals.